Hello, I'm Rich Trenholm of CNET UK, and this is the Fujifilm FinePix S2000HD. Now, it's a 10 megapixel super zoom with a 15 times optical zoom. And as well as that long zoom, the lens has a 27mm wide angle, which fits more into your pictures. Features include image stabilization and face detection. ISO speeds go up to 1600 for low light shooting, or even higher at 5 megapixel resolution. But you will have some noise issues if you do venture that high. If you're in the dark, flash modes include slow sync and red eye reduction, and if you can't decide, then natural and flash mode takes two pictures, one with the flash and one without. Let's turn it around. On top of this large 69mm LCD screen, there's an electronic viewfinder. It looks a bit blurry when you move the camera around, but if you raise the frame rate to 60 frames per second, that takes care of the motion blur. While the controls are laid out in a fairly straightforward way, we still don't get the logic of some of the buttons, which is our only complaint with Fujifilm's otherwise excellent cameras. This F button, for example, should have all the useful shooting options one press away, but most of the really useful stuff is actually buried under this menu button. And we expect to press the menu button to call up the menus, then press it again to exit, but you have to press a different button to exit, which just seems pretty counterintuitive to us. Still, it's easy enough to figure out where most things are, even in manual mode, when you have the most options. These options include the ability to adjust sharpness and colour, and tweak the flash and bracketing levels. You can change the shutter and aperture speeds, or you can go into aperture or shutter priority modes. Everything is controlled with this click pad, which always reminds us of a certain famous movie mouse. Speaking of movies, the S2000HD earns its name with 1280 by 720 high-definition video. You can also shoot VGA clips for YouTube. You do get electronic image stabilization, but no stereo sound, unfortunately. There's an HD connection, but it's a component, not HDMI, and you do have to buy the cable separately. And finally, power comes from 4 AA batteries, so you should never have to worry about running out of juice. I'm Rich Trenholm of CNET UK, and this is the Fujifilm FinePix S2000HD.